Okay, so the Carpentry shop makes dinner tables and coffee tables. They have to complete at least 8 dinner tables and 12 coffee tables to be shipped to the furniture stores. The shop can produce at most 25 dinner tables and coffee tables combined each week. If the shop sells dinner tables for 120 and coffee tables for 150, how many of each item should be produced for the maximum weekly income, and what is the maximum weekly income? So we decided to call the first thing that showed up the dinner tables X, and the second thing that showed up the coffee tables Y. And our objective was to maximize the weekly income. So we wrote a function about the weekly income. $120 is what your income is for each dinner table, and $150 for each coffee table. So we were just thinking about our constraints, and we said we're going to write a separate constraint for at least 8 dinner tables. Dinner tables is the X. If it's at least 8, is it 8 or more, or is it 8 or less? More. At least is that tricky word that sounds like less, but at least 8 means 8 or more. So X is greater than or equal to 8. All right, and then at least 12 coffee tables. So Y has to be greater than or equal to what number? 12, good. Okay. What else do we have here? The shop can produce at most 25 dinner tables and coffee tables combined. So what does combined mean? What do I do with the X and Y? Add them, good. So if I add X and Y, that could equal 25 or what? Or 24, good, or 23. So it's going to equal 25 or less. We already used the weekly income, 120 and 150. So this is all the story gives us here. But we also know that we can't have negative coffee tables and negative dining tables, right? So X and Y both have to be greater than or equal to what number? 0, good. All right, so I want everybody to take a minute and graph this on Desmos. It is possible to use your phone, but I would prefer that you use your computer to graph this on Desmos. All right, so this is what my graph looks like, and I'm going to zoom the other way, zoom out so I can see some lines. All right, so which area do you think we're looking at here that's shaded by everything? The little triangle in here. I was thinking it might be that little triangle there. It might be. Because the Y has to be greater than 12, so that's there. The X has to be greater than 8, that's there. You know what? I didn't actually need the ones that I thought I needed, the greater than 0, because I already had X's greater than 8, and so I didn't need the greater than 0 ones, so I'm going to get rid of them. You can see the triangle a little bit better. So we need to write down the vertices of the triangle. If you already did it, that's great. If you didn't, we're writing these for step D. So I've got 8, 12, 8, 17, and 13, 12. Okay. So those are the corners of our triangle. So stay with us here. All right, substitute the vertices into the objective function to find the number of meals for each point. So here is our objective function. I'm going to write it, 120x plus 150y. And then I'm going to substitute the point for x and y. 120 times 8 plus 150 times 12. And that's actually math I can't do in my head, so I'm going back to Desmos. So I'm just going to add a line to my Desmos and do a little calculation. 120 times 8 plus 150 times 12. So I'm getting a weekly income of $2,760 for that point. Okay, I just used a calculator to calculate that. And now I do the next point. And feel free to work ahead because you guys know what to do here. 120 times 8 plus 150 times 17. Can anybody predict if that's going to be a larger or smaller answer? It should be larger, right? Because they're both making 8 dinner tables, but this one is making more coffee tables. So I'm going to go back to my Desmos and calculate this one, see how much money they're making. So I need to change the 12 to 17. And $3,510. Okay, but maybe this last one is more. We'll have to take a look. Okay, so remember we're still using 120x plus 150y. And I'm going to do 120 times 13 plus 150 times 12. Okay, 120 times 13 plus 150 times 12. So this one's $3,360. Okay. All right, so which combination is giving us the most money? The third one? The second one? Let's see. Yeah, I agree. The second one has the most money. So that would be 8, what kind of tables? Yeah, 8 dinner tables and 17 coffee tables. So they should make, oh, so should you buy? Should be, should you make? Okay, so they should make 8 dinner tables and 17 coffee tables. For a maximum weekly income. Yeah, but be back in a minute. Maximum weekly income of, I need the dollar sign, $3,510.